Hello, I'm Gene Grayson, as you all know, and it has been a bit since my last upload. That is because I have been learning quite a bit about the crabman, which isn't a good name for it anymore, and I will tell you why. Recently, I stumbled upon an online archive called AngoulinsFishermanArchive. I was browsing through it when I came across a family history that caught my eye. The story was about a man named Pierre Hermain who lived with his wife Delia, his sons Clement and Baptiste, and his best friend Jacques Darlot in Angoulins, France. As I delved deeper into the story, I discovered that Jacques believed in an urban legend about a French deity called the Mère des Ténèbres, or the Mother of Darkness. I will read the legend before I continue. The legend goes as in the small town of Angoulins, France, there is a strange urban legend that has been passed down for generations. It is said that there is a French deity called the Mère des Ténèbres, which translates to Mother of Darkness in English. The Mère des Ténèbres is said to be related to crabs and is known to reside near a place called La Tombeau aux Crabes. According to the legend, the Mère des Ténèbres was once a beautiful and benevolent goddess who protected the fishermen and their families in Angoulins, France. However, one day, a group of fishermen caught a massive crab that they mistook for a monster. They brought it back to the village, and the people mocked the crab and pelted it with stones. The Mère des Ténèbres, who was watching from afar, was enraged by the villagers' cruelty towards the crab. She cursed the people of Angoulins, France, transforming them into crab-like creatures and turning the once bustling fishing village into a desolate wasteland. Since that day, the Mère des Ténèbres has been feared by the people of Angoulins, France. It is said that if you venture near La Tombeau aux Crabes at night, you can hear the sound of her claws clicking and her eerie laughter echoing through the darkness. Some say that the Mère des Ténèbres still watches over the villagers, waiting for the day when they will repent for their sins and release her from her curse. Until then, the people of Angoulins, France, avoid the crab-infested waters and offer small sacrifices to the Mère des Ténèbres to appease her wrath. Delia and Jacques committed adultery, and when Pierre found out, they got into a physical altercation. Pierre's brother, Benoit, disowned them both. Pierre became obsessed with revenge and spent a year researching how to summon the deity. He convinced Benoit to come with him to summon her. Apparently they did. Benoit was found dead near a statue of the deity, and the next day Delia was also found dead in her home and Jacques was missing. Pierre moved to America with his sons, but the deity followed him. He spent the rest of his life hiding from her and teaching his sons to do the same. Pierre also went missing, and Clement and Baptiste carried on their father's legacy of avoiding the Mère des Ténèbres. But the story doesn't end there. Through my research, I discovered that Pierre Hermain is actually Brent's ancestor. I knew I had to find out more, so I reached out to an old friend who now lives in Angoulins. She told me that strange things still happen in the area, and some locals even claim to have seen the deity. So, I am going to Angoulins to investigate further. I will be meeting with my friend to learn more about the area's history and hopefully get some answers about what happened to Jacques and Pierre. Stay tuned for my next upload where I will share my findings with you all. Until then, this is Gene Grayson, signing off.